Hello.
Welcome to the After School Special.
This is what we're calling What is Real Love and Saving a Relationship. For men and single women both, on both opinion sides here.
Relationship like us, or if you're alone.
For personal experiences we've had.
Yes.
And other people have had, and we've noticed and picked up on, and have taken into consideration that maybe some people need help with relationships because they seem to constantly be single. Well, this may help you.
I hope so.
Now, our topics are gender roles, men and women, right? And our other topic is the world of equality, and sacrificing is one of them. Listening and caring is a topic.
Yep.
And understanding and recognizing true feelings and opinions.
Sure.
Now, sacrificing is our first subject matter. And what you have to do there is give up a bit of yourself that's flawed for both of your lives together.
Well, it's nothing wrong with having flaws. It's putting those flaws aside to make things better. You know you have these flaws, and they're going to come up. You're going to have quirks, you're going to have tics, you're always going to have an issue, from whether it be the past, present, or even thinking about the future.
The key to knowing you've got the right one is when that person thinks your flaws are cute.
I think her flaws are cute.
I think his flaws are cute.
But we still got to work on those flaws to be better people for each other and ourselves.
Very true. Okay. Now, listening and caring.
Well, we don't have listening and caring. We have quality.
No, listening and caring.
Oh, we do. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. He's so cute. Even if you may think it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Something your partner expresses to you and chooses to ignore, they will show you in a big way why you were wrong, and it may end your relationship.
Very much so. Personal experience, definitely, where she's proven me wrong, and I've definitely proven her wrong. Now, she went on this tirade on Facebook by I'm a cheating, lying sumbitch, and I proved her wrong. But, you know, these things happen. It's because of feelings and things that you see. You know, my uncle told me once, this world sees everything 99% perception and 1% reality. You're going to see it how you're going to see it. And until you're proven wrong, you're never going to see it another way.
And you've got to single out who's for you
and who's
against you, because they want to get this spot.
Or this spot.
Right on. And if you are happy, you will not let that happen at any cost.
Right.
It takes a lot of willpower, a lot of strength, and a lot of
fortitude,
understanding and listening. Also, speaking your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Do not hold shit in.
No.
The more you do that, the more it's going to build and build and build and build and build. And each time it builds, you are going to use these little ways of torturing your partner until that specific topic gets said.
And that issue gets resolved.
And it gets resolved. Take time. I know this world is busy nowadays, and not everybody has the time to do this between kids, marriage, and your busy, hectic lives. But to be honest, we all need to take time to sit under the stars and talk and understand each other. Because the more you don't understand each other, the more you are not going to like each other at all.
Yep. The more separate you will become, and the less closer you will be without communication and honesty and speaking your mind and your feelings. Yes, as a man, I can say it's hard to admit when we have feelings until it blows the fuck up, and then that's just,
she's gone and packing her stuff and going to her mama's.
Going to her mama's.
I have noticed that more and more relationships have ended nowadays because people have not taken the time to get to know each other again. That is true. Very, very true in so many different ways. Now, go ahead and make your comments at the bottom. Tell us what you're feeling, what you would like help with, what you want our opinions on. Anything we can help with, we will be more than glad to do.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the After School Special. We would appreciate it.
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
We're trying to.
We are. Oh, and one last thing I want to put out here before we end this video. Something I came up with myself. Now, I had a little help with the first 2 lines, but then I just kind of threw in some extra to it. And this will be good for relationships or just life in general. And I'm going to say it right now. Knowledge speaks and wisdom listens. When you combine the two, they become understanding. And with understanding, you gain the ability to speak in order to spread knowledge when needed and listen in order to gain wisdom as needed. With understanding, you have the secret to life and have the key to all doors.
Also, communication.
Communication is key.
It is very much key, and it also falls under the sacrifice category.
And the understanding and the listening and the caring.
So sacrifice a bunch of this for this.
Yep. And use these. Mark Twain once said God gave us, if God wanted us to talk more than we listened, we'd have 2 mouths and 1 ear.
And keep following us, you guys, because we are going to shoot a live video cast of our wedding.
When that gets to it.
When we get to it.
It's in the works, guys.
It's in the works, and it's going to be a Tim Burton themed wedding, so I hope you all enjoy.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas style.
Nightmare
Jack and
Before
that Sally.
Yeah! Okay, back to topics. Equality. Because of equality, chivalry is dead. Women wanting to be equal to men. Now, babe, you take this.
Alright, I will say it again. Equality. Because of equality, chivalry is dead. Women wanting to be equal to men
That says even.
has taken away the masculinity of men. We like to hold doors for women and be the breadwinners, being respected. So basically, don't put your partner on blast and keep things private. And communication. Open communication. Women love when men take charge. They sure do. She loves it when I take over, you know?
So I don't have to do it all the time.
Right. But they don't like to be controlled.
No. Do not try to ever control a woman. You will fail. Miserably.
This is why we talk. Now we argue. Of course, everybody argues.
We have our issues.
We have our issues. But we sit there and talk it out. I express my true feelings on a certain subject or a certain thing she wants to do. And I tell her, look, I don't want to control you. I'm just trying to look out for you, baby. It comes from a good place. And she understands that. And
now, also, here is a good topic. But women do not like to be controlled.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a fine line between control. Wait, hold on. But we do not like control, which in itself is a fine line.
Mm-hmm. The last thing.
Wait, that is so wrong. Sorry, you guys. I didn't finish that. Okay.
Go ahead.
Which in itself is a fine line between control and
taking charge. They want us to take charge.
No.
They just don't want us to control everything, which is what we like to do as men. We like to control the finances. We like to control the house. We like to control this, that, and the third. I can even admit I am a control freak. It runs in my family. We're all a bunch of damn control freaks.
There's a fine line between control and
taking charge.
No, that's not what we said. What the fuck was it, babe?
Maybe it's on this other page. Sorry, guys.
We're having a lack of communication right now on this paper.
Let me see if I can find it.
Excuses.
Yep. Okay. This is what you said. All right. I'm just going to read exactly what was said.
Underline it.
Yeah.
So we don't have this issue again.
So, but anyway, it's a fine line. And the last thing a woman wants to do, at least that's what she said, any woman wants to do is make their partner or husband feel anything less than themselves. But men want and need to control everything, like I just said, and are not open minded. We're not. Now, some of us are more open minded than others, you bisexual motherfuckers. But, you know,
Listen
it's
to
okay.
this.
I'm just joking. All right, let me continue.
Men want and need to control everything and are not open minded to the fact that life is just not like that. Nature is not a controlled environment. It was was meant for men to provide. That's what nature was meant for men to provide. But when said partner tries to go elsewhere for the provision because of communication issues, it makes said partner feel less than themselves and more closed-minded because they feel helpless and useless and unwanted or no longer needed.
This is true. This is why we as men hate it when you women ask other men or even other women for a second opinion that's against what we have said.
This is where you start.
It's okay to get second opinions on trivial matters, but not relationship issues. What was that supposed to say? Ruins?
What ruins?
What ruins things in today's faster rushing society with relationships is that no one takes the time to close off and recycle their single lives for their new relationship or the relationship that they are in because of the routine of being a single woman and or man. New relationships can be quite satisfying at first, but if you don't have the tools to keep the consistency going, to make you a better team, and the know-how to deal with your now newfound life, it may end quite abruptly. Recognizing true feelings and opinions can be like quality, but comes more from the heart. We may say something, but mean quite another, especially you women, not even alone there. Baby.
We like to keep you guessing. Definitely.
All right, and this goes with what we were just saying, and this is the last part. The, what was that? I wrote it upside down.
You already did that one? Yeah. We did this all wrong. Sorry, everyone.
It's all right. Now, this is
about boundaries,
yes,
body language, and understanding the other sex.
Or, in some of your cases, the same sex.
The same sex, yes. Now, if you are the same sex, but you are a different personality and a different person entirely, like, for instance, one of you is bold or one of you is soft-spoken, there is communication lacking there, trust me. What you got to figure out is what makes that person tick. Now, go ahead, love.
All right. Now, the thing is, let's just say you're single, and
you're a single man.
I'm going to use her as my example.
Right.
All right? Now,
I will play along.
Now, say, for instance, she's distant. She doesn't want me all up in her face like this or acting weird in the corner. At arm's length is probably about where she would want me. Now, of course, to keep them interested, to keep her interested in me, is to actually ask her about her, because that shows that I'm interested in her. Her body language may, with her arms crossed and her legs crossed, let's show that, may show agitation or disinterest. Like, it might not even have nothing to do with you, but if you continuously
But they are not in the mood.
They're not in the mood. Now, if you continuously push an issue, then you're going to make that agitation towards you. And standing up, let's say you're standing up and talking to the person. If their feet's pointed at you and they're staying right with you, that take notice to that, because that person, and it's a subconscious thing. Men do it, women do it. If feet's pointed towards a person, they're actually engaged in that conversation. If the feet's pointed away, they're disinterested. They want to run as far as they can, but they won't.
There is something else that has catched their attention way better.
Exactly.
Which means you have bored them to tears.
Yes. Bored them to death.
So figure out a way to reach that person. And their interests. If you learn their interests, You will learn their interests.
You will learn a lot about a person just by their body language, their demeanor, and how they talk. And you can learn a lot without even having to ask. I've learned a lot about her. It took me a little bit, but I learned even from the get-go certain things just by her demeanor, the way she talks, the way she presents herself.
Like, for instance,
When something's wrong. Sorry, I had to swallow some spit. But, for instance, when something's wrong, this whole face just... And her body language changes. Her shoulders will shrug if she's depressed, or they'll come up if she's excited. It's just certain little things you have to take notice of, and it may be hard for you, and you might have to do some studying. And that is probably the key thing: is get some real good friends, close ones, and just study them. Tell them, look, I'm trying to learn. Especially, like, let's say I'm a guy, right? And I was single, but I wanted to get with her or some other female. I would ask a female friend that, I don't want to fuck with like that, and they don't want to fuck with me like that. It's just a respect and a like maybe brother, sister, or just friend relationship. I would go to them and be like, look, I need these signs and these symptoms. What should I look for when I'm conversating with a woman? What should I say? What should I do? That's the best thing to do. Women, ask your male friends. They might try to fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
For instance, sorry, it's a personal issue.
Yeah.
Okay, for instance, if a man is looking at your lips while you're talking, he's interested and engaged. If he's looking elsewhere, like here or here, but if he's looking at your eyes or your mouth, pretty much the face area is where you want to keep your attention focused on, because you will actually end up in that conversation even if you're not wanting to pay attention. And you may find out that you have new interests said to that person.
Yeah.
This one here is very good at body language. Very good at body language. Let me just put that out there now. He is very well educated in the feelings of Megan.
Oh, yeah. And that was some doing. That took some books and some studying. Well, not books, but did take some studying.
Okay, let's see what else.
I think that's all we have for today.
Everybody.
That was a nice little 18-minute video. I hope we helped you in some sort of way.
The single fellas just need to learn that, one, we don't want dick pictures.
Oh, no, they don't.
That will get you closed out and blocked of any related.
Now, if they send you naked pictures first, then send the dick pic.
Right. And that's not really a steady relationship to begin with, trust me.
But let's say, in our case, because we had the hots for each other.
Years and years ago.
Oh, yeah. But, still, if you're trying to start something out with somebody, naked pictures is not the way to go. That's just a fuck thing. If you're looking for a relationship,
a boo thing, a bae, a hubby, a wifey, that's what you're looking for, and a best friend, listen to our advice, because I promise you it will get you further than anything you have done nowadays. Social media is a key, and it is a tool to get to know someone, but it is not something to start a relationship on. Let me tell you that. Now, you need to meet this person face to face.
Yes. See, I got catfish. That's something.
I've got catfish too.
And I'm going to be honest. Some of y'all even know, if some of my Facebook friends know exactly who I got catfished by. I'm a dumbass for that.
But not really, because he was led to believe that by social media.
But see, I'm going to teach you some curve words that men and even women use. Like, you're silly. And, once you're in the relationship, you're silly is different. But when you're not really in a relationship, but you're trying to put it out there, and they say you're silly, or, oh, I'm busy, I got to start the microwave or some shit, they're curving you. Okay? They're curving your ass, and you need to learn to just give up while you can. Because they're trying to tell you in their own little way, without being a bitch, they need space.
or they're not into you at all and they just don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yes, it's been. Look,
That will be on my next video for all you guys that do not understand the way women work.
yeah.
I will teach you everything you need to learn. But until then, we will catch you guys later. Come up with some new material and put it out there for anybody that may need help in this area. Because nowadays, relationships are not what they used to be before technology was invented.
Well, hell,
That is where everybody lacks in communication, and we will keep you updated and posted as to how that works personally for us.
This was the after school special
With Megan and John.
Yes, our relationship advice for the day.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe, please.